Hello. If you're watching this, hopefully you've already had your first lesson or two with me. But in case you just want to practice or you need a review, let's talk about our first page of playing on page 6. So you should have your Hal Leonard Guitar Method 1 book in front of you. We're looking at page 6. And let's start with number 1. Or even before then, you can see how at the top of the page we have the note E is the first or the top note in between the two lines, right? It's our top space note is what we call it. Next to that is F. It's a little bit higher, right? It's on the next line. The line is going through it. So E and F look just a little bit different on the page there, right? Do you see the difference between those two notes? And then G is just a little higher, right? G is right on top of the top line, right on top of the staff is what we call it. That is the highest note that we're going to have for a little while, and it looks like it's higher on the page, right? If it looks lower on the page, it's probably going to sound lower. If it looks higher, it's probably going to sound higher. So low would be something like that compared to our higher note. Usually when we talk about low and high, I might give an example of something that's really low, something that's really high. Right? That's a pretty big difference. Hopefully you can hear the difference, low and high, right? Let's look at number 1 though. Number 1 is all whole notes. The whole note is it's just a circle, right? It looks kind of like a donut, it has a hole in it. A whole note gets 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just going to pluck it once and we'll let it ring for 4 beats. I'm going to put my metronome on here, and the metronome is just going to count our 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's just counting for me. Let's try number 1 here. I'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll start together on 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. Very nice. That's it. That's exercise number 1. And since I didn't say it already, it's super important that, well, for E we're not using any fingers, right? We're just going to pluck the open string. For F we're going to use our first finger, just the tip of the finger, right? Not on the pad of the finger, but also not right on the nail, not too close to the nail of the finger, right on the tip. We're going to put that right behind the first fret on the E string. Right, and then we'll do the same with our third finger on the 3rd fret for G. Right, it's important that we're using our first finger for the 1st fret and 3rd finger for the 3rd fret. Let's do that same one more time before we continue on. Exercise number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And done. Good. That's it. Alright, let's look at number 2. Number 2 looks like it's kind of the same idea, but we now have half notes. So look in your book, do you see the difference between the type of note we have in the first one and the second one? The half note, it still looks kind of like a donut, right? But now we have a line going down from that note, or a stem is what we call it. A half note only gets 2 beats. Let's try this one. So now we'll pluck on beats 1 and 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. Good. That's a little faster, right? Let's do that one more time. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And stop. Good. All right. Now let's look at line number 3. Still on page 6, line number 3. Now we have what we call quarter notes. Quarter notes look a lot like half notes, but now they're colored in, right? It's just black circle with a line going down. And the black circle is what we call a note head, and the line going down is a stem. That makes that a quarter note. Notice how it looks different from the half note and from the whole note. A quarter note only gets one beat now. Each quarter note gets its own number, in other words. So this one, even if we keep our metronome at the same speed, now we're going to be playing twice as fast. So let's see if you can keep up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop. There you go. That's a little fast. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. Good. So that might be a little bit fast for you. If you should have a metronome. If you don't by now, you can download one or just find it on Google. My metronome was set at 42. Let's try it a little slower in case that was too fast for you. I'm just guessing here. Let's drop it down to 40. Same one, number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. All right. So you can see the important thing is that whatever speed we're starting at with the metronome, or however fast we're counting, the 1, 2, 3, 4, the quarter notes are lining up with those counts. It doesn't matter if we're starting slow or fast. It's all relative to our count there, right? The quarter note only gets one beat, the half notes get 2 beats, and the whole notes get 4 beats, right? It doesn't matter if we're playing slow. We could go even slower than that. Or if we're playing fast, right? We could go super fast if we wanted to, right? If that's our speed, 117, that is what I just flipped to. That last one would sound like this. But notice how I'm trying to line up my notes right with the click, whatever number that's supposed to be, whether it's 1, 2, 3, or 4. All right, so there's our first page. That's it for now. Good job.